Good morning and welcome to the Morning Breath live stream. I am your host, Jeremy Tennell, systems designer and coherence coach. Welcome to week 6, day 29 of our 14-week journey entitled The Path of Personal Transformation. Today, we are discussing something that I'm really excited about. It's called the triadic alignment. I've spent so much of my life trying to push forward, keeping my eye on the prize, dusting myself off, and refocusing forward when I fell or got off track, thinking it was the way, like some sort of human rail car. I thought if I just put myself in a box and attached some wheels, I would be successful. I'd be a winner. I got really good at ignoring the part of me, the small voice inside that was trying to tell myself to pause, to look up, to look within, to take an inventory of the things I so hurriedly left behind, to orient myself. Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever felt off? A kind of off that just lasts, but you couldn't explain why? Nothing was necessarily wrong, but something definitely wasn't right. Maybe this feeling is persistent for you. Maybe it's been with you for years. So long, in fact, you've learned to interpret it as anxiety or depression or just the way it is. Your thoughts driving in one way, your body feeling something else. And something deep within you is trying to get through, trying to say, hey, pause for a minute. But you can't. You've got to keep moving forward. You've got to keep distracting. You've got to keep ignoring. And the more you tried to figure it out in your head, or maybe in your emotions, the more you employed logic or some sort of technique to solve the nagging feeling, the more disconnected you became. Most of us are trying to navigate life on a single axis, a single plane of existence. Just thoughts. Or I live by my emotions. They tell me the truth. They tell me what truth is. Or they just lean into their external reality, driving towards some sort of goal, success, money. But human experience doesn't exist in a single dimension. It actually exists across three. And when those aren't in alignment, we feel it as confusion, tension, and fragmentation, and definitely as anxiety and depression. The triadic alignment is the understanding that you exist at the intersection of three axes. And why wouldn't you? Think about it. We live in a three-dimensional universe. You are created, a creation of three: mind, body, and spirit. What you are feeling about life, the outcomes you are receiving, are a direct result of ignoring this trinity of being that you are. There are three axes of being human. The first is the x-axis, the vertical. This is your connection to meaning. This is something beyond yourself, something bigger than you. Call it the divine or purpose, connected to place, stillness, the universe. This axis grounds you in why you exist. Existence isn't just for existence sake. It is a vertical connection that reaches up comes down and passes through you and is grounded into the place in which you are. Divine presence place. The next axis is the y-axis. This is the horizontal axis. This is the one most of us spend our time on. This is your relationship to time. My past, my present, and my future. Where you've been, where you are, where you're going. Most people are either stuck in the past or projecting themselves constantly into a future that doesn't exist. To understand this axis, you must be grounded in the present moment, the only moment that actually exists. This axis shapes your sense of continuity and your story of self. The final axis is the z-axis, and this is the field. This axis moves from the external universe, everything around us, the vastness of this incredible universe we live within. It passes through you in presence and into the vastness of the internal universe. This is your relationship to reality, the external world, people, systems, and environment, and the internal world, thoughts, emotions, sensations, spiritual connection, soul. Connected through you within presence, within this present place, moment, and being. This is the axis of interaction. And at the center of all three of these axes is you. Not as an idea or as a machine or as a cog in a wheel, but as the constant presence of being. You. From a systems perspective, the triadic alignment defines the stability of the human node within the universe. When misaligned, this pattern becomes disconnected from meaning, distorted from time, overexposed to its environment, digital or otherwise. It turns into fragmentation and reactivity. We see this as living in the past or the future, or losing connection to purpose or place, being overwhelmed by external inputs, constantly distracting ourselves, addiction, and repetitive destructive behaviors. The system around us destabilizes because the axes are not coherent. When aligned, the pattern shifts. Presence aligns through recognition within place, the x-axis. Awareness within time, the y-axis. Regulated interaction, the z-axis. It turns into coherence, intentional action over time. The human being becomes stable. Not because the world is stable. It's not. And it's never going to be. But because their orientation within is. Triadic alignment is not about control. It is about the coherence across multiple dimensions. Modern systems fragment these axes. We are pulled out of presence by distraction and speed and ignoring the divine. We are pulled out of time by constant urgency and future projection. We are overwhelmed within the field by information, noise, and overstimulation. And the result is a person who is disconnected from meaning, disoriented from time, overexposed to the world. And this is why so many people feel anxious, unclear, ungrounded, depressed, not because something is wrong with them, but because the system they're in is constantly pulling them out of alignment. Reclaiming alignment is not about escaping the system. It is about returning to the center within you. Today, I want you to spend some time in your journals, and I want you to draw 3 lines and intersect them: an x-axis, a y-axis, and a z-axis. X is meaning, presence, and place. Y is past, present, and future. And the Z is the external, presence, and the internal. And reflect. Where am I disconnected from meaning? Where am I stuck in time? Am I always thinking about the future? Am I constantly thinking about the past? Where am I overexposed to the external world? Digital devices, screens, alcohol, other substances, pornography, our jobs, success, money, cars. And finally ask, what would it look like to return to the center with all 3 axes? All right, let's come back to our breath. Let's find a comfortable seat. And we're going to do about 5 minutes. So let's shift our hips and roll our shoulders. And let's get comfortable. I'm going to place my hand over my heart. I'm going to take 2 deep breaths with exhaling with a sigh. So let's do the first one in and out. And in and out. All right. Let's do about a 6-second inhale. So in and out. Stay with that pattern. Let's begin our gratitude list in our head. I am thankful for the day. I am thankful for the morning. I am thankful for the sunrise. I am thankful for my support system. I am thankful to be here. Now you spiral that gratitude list and expand it. Feel the air expand in your chest. Just as you expand your gratitude. Feel your lungs contract. Just as you bring yourself back to presence. Now you continue the pattern. Now I want you to bring your awareness to to 3 places. Above you, connect with something bigger than yourself. Connect with something meaningful, presence, connection. Now bring your awareness around you. The environment, the field you are in. Keep breathing. Now bring your presence within. Your breath, your body, your state of mind, your state of being, and let them all meet here in the center, in this present moment. This is alignment. Let's stay with it for 1 more minute. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale with a sigh. Again. Exhale with a sigh. Come back to this moment. You're not just moving through the world. You're not just passing through time. You are positioned within it. And when you learn to align across meaning, time, and reality, you learn to stop reacting to life. And you begin moving through it with clarity. You become the change within the system. But only if you learn to unite yourself within the 3 axes that you are. Thank you for joining me this morning. I will see you tomorrow at 5:30. Have a good day.